Hi guys, and today it's Wera Wednesday, however you want to say it there. Here we have a set of 3/8 Wera metric holding sockets. So let's go ahead, get them unboxed, and take a look. So of course guys, in the box we have the socket rail with the sockets on it. And we have a carabiner and this little guy here. We'll get into why this is important a little bit later on. So we'll set that there. We'll go back to the box, open it up. Inside here we have a Velcro strip, some safety instructions, and the Wera Tool Rebels sticker. So we'll set this box aside. Get this out of the way here. Why we have this Velcro strip is because on the back side of this rail, of course you can see here, it is Velcro. So we've got this sticky strip. So if you wanted to either maybe stick this to the side of your toolbox or in a drawer to where wherever you put this, it stays, you could do so. So from there, we got a pretty unique socket rail. Definitely something I've never seen before in the States. You know, we have this kind of stitched fabric rail with plastic holders here. Now what's interesting to note is to get the socket off, you have to actually quarter turn to pull the socket. So pretty cool there. Keeps the sockets, of course, on the rail. Now it does come with this carabiner. They do show pictures online of people actually clipping this to a belt loop and walking around, you know, with this socket rail basically on the side of their leg. I don't foresee myself ever doing that. I could definitely see it causing some problems, especially if you're working on cars, something where that rail, you know, you can come up and scratch the paint with these sockets or something like that. But anyhow, we'll get back to the main point, and that is the sockets themselves. As you can see here, like we've discussed with the Joker wrenches, the color coding. So if you know you need a 13, you can grab that teal 13 as long as you're not colorblind. If we look at the socket itself, again, we have that paint mark. Below that, we have this nice grippy knurled part down here, which I do like. And we have a satin finish with it saying Wera, the part number, and in very small print, non-impact, which we'll get into that more in the future. But to us over here, normally if it's not a black socket, it's not an impact socket. Now that's different overseas, so just be aware of that. But what makes this socket special and abnormal, first off, is you can see this black strip here, and that tells us it is a holding function socket. So what does that mean? If we grab a bolt here, so this is actually a 16, and we take our raker bar, you can see the fastener is staying in the socket. Now, some of you guys will say, oh, well, it's got a magnet. Nope, no magnet. So how this achieves this, let me see if I can get the camera to show it. There, you guys can see it right there. So there's two little detent balls in there that actually hold the fastener. And that's what the deal is with this black strip. I think it's like a piece of rubber that is basically holding the spring mechanism and those little detents in place. So your other question might be, what's the deal with this little guy right here? Well, if we have a nut here and it's in the holding socket, you can see we can't easily get that nut out of there. So to do this, we can take this little tool here, jam it into the nut, and pull the nut out of the socket. Or of course, like most of you guys are gonna do, is get a bolt, screw a little bolt in there, and yank this nut right out of the socket. But nonetheless, they do provide you with this little rubber tool so that you can get that nut out of there if you don't have a bolt. But again, you know, you push this all the way in there, it is not going anywhere. So those tight situations where you're trying to get the fastener into place and you can't get your hand in there, yeah, this is definitely something I wish I had a long time ago. Because I don't know how many times I have dropped fasteners because you really can't get in there, and you know, at least I've used tacky grease, I've used the little magnets, all sorts of different ways to hold the fastener to try to get it into spot. Whereas here, the Germans have already come up with a way to do that. Maybe that's why when you work on German equipment, you ask yourself, how in the world did they hold that fastener there? This right here. So there you have it, guys. Again, they are designed in Germany and made in the Czech Republic. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more.